What's up, Yugi Tubers? This is MirrorB8905
and Exodus Champ RDS
of Team Duelist Republic, and we're coming to you guys via web chat again. Well, both on internet and web chat to discuss the Banlist predictions for next month. Because as you all know, we're smack in the middle of Banlist season.
Oh yeah. Let's just get the best ones out of the way. We are gonna see some wind-ups get
shot. Wind-ups.
I don't care what wind-up. I hate them all. You can ban them all for Christ's
sake. Yes, I realize that we have taken to calling Yu-Gi-Oh! A children's card game, but does that mean we have to have children's cards? Wind-ups? Really? Does anyone even still play with those things?
Everyone plays with them. They're tournament top tier.
True, that they are. But if you think any wind-ups are going to get hit X Division, what ones do you think are going to get hit?
Hunter's not... No, wait a minute. Out of all the lists I've looked at, out of everything I've looked at, Hunter is one of the primary ones that seems to be causing all the problems. I don't play wind-ups, and whenever I roll wind-ups on Dueling Network, I rage quit before the duel's over. So we can just basically figure this out that I don't like wind-ups, okay?
We've established that.
It's bad enough. In every series now, we have to have some dorky little toy group of cards. At least. Ooh, this is kind of strange. Someone's thinking that Yatagarasu is going to come back.
Yatagarasu.
It's like the spirit bird looking thing.
Yes, that's a very scary thought, seeing that come back, considering all the combos you used to be able to pull off with that.
I hate waffles.
Yeah. So I guess so long as Tsukiyomi doesn't come back, Yatagarasu shouldn't be too horribly much to fear unless there's another card that works similar to it.
Yeah. Cards that are definitely coming off. I can see Spore coming off.
Yeah, Spore needs to come off. Somewhat. A little.
We definitely got to get one high-powered monster back.
I call dibs on Emperor Dragon. Emperor Dragon needs to come back.
Emperor Dragon's not coming back. I don't think it's going to.
Oh, man.
If anything, I could see Trishula or Goyo coming back.
Now, Goyo's another one I would like to see come back. I could have several different uses for him.
One of us who has a Goyo Guardian.
So. Yes, that too.
So your card can never be used against you.
True, unless Caleb decides to order one. I mean, the nameless one.
I kind of think you screwed that one up there.
Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to use names. 1,000 pardons on me.
May the fleas of 1,000 camels feast upon your armpits.
Okay, moving on. Let's take a look here at the March 1st, 2012 ban list, folks. Scrolling down through here. Hot cards. Dark Magician of Chaos. What do we think of that with it being in battle packs? And I apologize for the thunder noise in the background.
They're picking it up from my end, too.
Yeah, we apologize for that. There's a storm.
For one night we decide to do something that has to have a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I know. That likes to happen a lot.
Okay. This is what I think. Is the sign that Demon is coming back off? No. Here's my case in point. Snatch, Raigeki and various other banned cards that were banned for a very good reason are also in that deck.
In the Dark Magician of Chaos deck?
Not that particular deck, it's just those particular cards.
Ah.
Are also banned.
True.
I say Konami needs to start launching a preemptive strike.
Yes, the preemptive strike idea you proposed was actually an interesting thing. If you want to go ahead and explain that to everybody.
Okay, we already know Steel Warrior Calicos upon release is going to morph the meta. Okay, there's one card. It took years to be released in the United States, and I'm referring to the card that was known as Cathedral of the Nobles. This card was later renamed into Temple of the Kings. There's a reason this card's banned. There's a reason it was banned in the FCG. Then the fact that this card was banned upon release tells me that our ban list follows exactly the order of the OCG. Because this card had power, very tremendous power. If you have Mystical Beast of Circuit, you can tribute it and this card. And special summon a monster from anywhere. Gods. Well, back whenever they could all be special summons for that matter. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons, not five-headed dragons, Cyber End Dragons. You can summon anything, ignoring the initial summoning requirement. Except it does not bypass summoning conditions. So if it's a fusion monster, you can bypass fusion. You can also work with it with synchros too. Good way to get your Red Nova Dragon out real fast.
Yes, so preemptive strike on
Steel Warrior Calicos.
Yes, you think it would be necessary?
They got 500 plus on all your monsters. Your strongest monsters will allow you to defend your weaker monsters, and the fact that it has either a closed forest clause or this card can't be targeted by opponent's cards clause written into its text. This card's too powerful. If it does not get hit this September, it will be struck in March.
Yes, and as you said, it's probably going to shape the meta just because of the vast amount of decks it can fit into just with its power-up effect.
It's a generic effect. Okay, decks. Let's start with decks they can't work in. Okay, Samurai. They already rely on a field spell. Every deck that already relies on a field spell, Seal won't work for that. But there's a lot of decks that don't require one. Those decks are going to be the ones that are top decking. Or not top decking, topping tournaments.
Yeah, so
Seal is struck immediately. Now, September is the only chance you're going to get it struck. But Konami won't do it because it's all about the money to them. Which brings me to my next topic of Gateway of the Six.
We've had some arguments between X Division, one of our members, about this before.
Now, I will state it needs to get banned. It's too powerful. And I run Samurai, okay? I'm not going to argue with the fact it doesn't need banned because I use it just as much as anyone. The fact of the matter is, Gateway to 6 would not be as dangerous, okay, if it only removed the Bushido counters from that particular card. But since it can take them away from any card on the field, we have some issues. You know?
Yep.
So Gateway to 6 needs to get banned, but will Konami do it? No, because they have that structure deck out right now, and they need the money.
Whew. But anyways, just looking at the
Black Wings. Either if you're not going to hit Wind Up Factory, if they're not going to hit Wind Up Factory, they need to bring Black Whirlwind back up too.
Yes, that would be a very good move because my Blackwing deck, I can only run one, and it saddens me.
The
Two would be
fact of
very
the matter is,
nice.
Black Whirlwind was a very good card.
Yeah.
The only way this game's going to be truly fair again is if you bring back the synchros. Okay?
Yes, which, as you said, I don't think they've really gone out altogether. It's just that nobody really makes the effort to try to synchro summon them.
Because everyone's going for their little exceed.
Yes.
Which I don't like the exceeds. A lot of them, anyways. There's a few I like, just not a whole bunch I can actually accept.
Blade Armor's a nice one, though.
You know, when I first heard about the exceeds a year and a half, 2 years ago, something to the effect of that, I thought it was a relatively good idea. It was a perfect idea to shape the meta, to bring back a strategy, okay? I'm sitting here thinking, praising the idea, you're threatening quitting the game altogether over it. Because it's actually stupid.
Well, I wasn't threatening. I was just looking at it saying, this really doesn't interest me.
But the only good cards in that were Utopia. Okay? The fact of the matter is, well, there's good cards, but I don't look at a card that's being dead as how broken it is. Okay, some of these exceeds. Like if this card has no key material monsters that can attack directly, or this card has no key material monsters that target it as an attack, it's destroyed automatically. Now there's no more downsides to these. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Well, Black Whirlwind comes to 2, or Gale or Flute needs to come to 2. Okay. What they need to do is do exactly what they did to Black Whirlwind. They hit windups just as hard as they hit Black Whirlwind. Okay.
Yeah, and if on a side note, if Kaloot does come up to 2, then one of our other little friends who has near the same effect is also probably going to come back up to 2 as an issue of fairness, as they would say.
No, I don't see Honest coming back. Honest's power is just way too much. Too much. Okay, because even with 1,400 extra attack points, you might still lose that fight. Honest gives your monster full that monster's strength plus your own. Okay. Honest stays at 1.
True. Now, do you think we'll see a Magician of Faith come back? Getting back a little to the list here.
I think Magician of Faith coming back in a 1 MFT format. That's the only way. Okay, we have too many of these. Next format needs to be about monsters. Okay, monster destruction, not about spell destruction. Okay, getting rid of the field. Next format has to be different from the last 2.
Very true.
Okay, you want to know how Konami does it? They need to switch it up. Okay, they've been on the spell destruction bandwagon forever. Okay, this is what you could easily do. Ban the following: Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. These blanket effect cards. There are some cards that protect against these blanket effects or mass destruction effects.
Scarlet Road.
Monster Reborn is a free reborn. I say ban Monster Reborn and bring Premature Burial back into place. This is my opinion.
Yeah, I had questioned that when I heard it was coming back and they'd banned Premature. I said, you give us back a free reborn, 3 trap cards that are also a free reborn as long as it stays on the field, and you ban the equip spell that costs you 800 life points, and if it goes, your monster goes.
Okay. This is what I have to say. Polo Haunted needs to go back to 1, so MST can go back to 1.
That as well.
That's the only reason I see MST at 3, okay? It's just to counteract this free resurrection with Paul the Haunted. The next set. Injectors. Dragonfly, gonna get hit. Hornet is not the problem. Dragonfly or Centipede or both. Kick them both. I hate both of them. And they should get hit for obvious reasons. If Centipede doesn't get hit, Dragonfly's hit. If Dragonfly's hit, Centipede does not get hit.
Yes. Rescue Cat. Yeah, I don't see that coming back.
Rescue Cat, as long as Bunny's out, there's no reason you have to let the cat stay in. I say they should bring back Cat to, okay, just to test it out. Get rid of Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. Bring Rescue Cat back to 2 so we can see Glad come back out and play a little bit.
So, on the same note, do you think Rabbit will get hit in any way?
Rabbit? Rescue Rabbit. This is a little funny. Okay. I say there's a good chance of it. Not a guarantee. But here's the thing, okay? Rescue Cat does essentially the same thing, just not to the same degree that Rescue Rabbit does. Now, here's what you do with Cat, because in this whole Konami Exceed Summoning Suckfest that's going on right now, there's no reason Cat's banned. You can guarantee all these OTKs and FCKs and all this bullshit, but Cat really did nothing. It's the monsters that it summoned.
Yeah.
Now, Logia. I can see Logia going to 1, but you can't hit all the evil Czar boss monsters because there's this people actually play evil tiles. Like me.
Yes.
It's because the Evos aren't doing so well, which they are doing well, since they're not doing that great compared. I don't see Solda getting hit in any form or fashion. Dulka might, but if Dulka's hit, Logia stays. If Logia won't get hit at all.
Yeah. With Witch's re-release in Epic Dawn, do you think we might see Witch come back up to 1?
Witch? Black Force?
Yes.
I could see it, but there's got to be some equilibrium price. You got to pay. You're gonna have to lose something to get your Witch back.
True.
But the quality of the monster that Witch can summon, all these high-powered monsters with extremely low defense points, added directly to your hand.
It is a scary thought.
So, next up on my list is Royal Decree.
Decree getting hit?
I can see it. Again, that's that blanket effect I'm talking about.
True.
I don't like blanket effects. Sometimes they're good, okay? But Spore. I can see Plague Spreader come back to 2 if you know how to do it right. Give zombies a little extra strength. There's no good zombie exceeds yet, to my knowledge.
So we might see some zombie exceeds in the future if it does come back.
We're most likely going to see zombie exceeds. Zombies are an archetype that just won't die, obviously.
Ha! No pun intended.
Well, actually, that was supposed to be a pun.
Oh. Ha ha. Ow, my kidney.
Again, a preemptive strike would be good on the prophecy, but I would not say that necessarily, okay? Because prophecy is Konami's new baby. For the last 6, 7, 8 years or so, whatever, Six Samurai have dominated and have been around. Maybe not 8 years, 6. It was 2012, so 6 years. Six Samurai has been Konami's baby. Prophecies are going to be the new baby of the baby of Konami. So who knows? Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, ban.
Ban.
I want this card out. Okay, this card is the easier to summon between it and Trishula. Okay, this card has an effect you can continue to use throughout your turn, let alone the duel. Trish can only use this effect once while it's faced up on the field. And that's when it's summoned.
Yes.
So.
Which makes you wonder why Trish was kicked out, but Bryo's still allowed in.
Well, Trish was kicked out for good reason. It was part of some dangerous effects. But Trish wasn't ever really a threat, necessarily. The only reason they kicked it is because it targeted Rome.
True.
So what? There's a lot of cards that don't target in today's game. I just can't name them off the top of my head because my head's not willing to think so right now.
Heh.
My brain is thinking good and stuff. Okay. Do you have any ideas?
Give me a second to think on that.